Hey, happy Monday. What's up, Herbie? What's happening? What's good? All right, now, when you come on, let me know where you are viewing from. 13 people on already. Don't be scared. Welcome. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. What are we covering today? We are covering augmented. How it's put together. Excuse me. How we can use it, how it moves around. Last week we did diminished, and I promise you guys that today we will be doing augmented. What is it, how it's built, and all that good stuff. So let me know who we have. We have 16 people on already. Hey, how you doing? Somerville, South Carolina. Thank you. Who else? There we go. Gary. What's happening? Look like I just seen you somewhere. What's happening, Kwame? Who else do we have on? Yeah, and thank you. Thumbs up. Hit those thumb up. That's right. Romarcus, Milwaukee. Dante. What's happening? Jonathan. My regulars are in the house tonight. Indianapolis. Yes. Man, I'm telling you. Marshall, Buffalo, it's cold, and y'all squeak one by too. Them Bills just squeaked it by. Tonight is the Dallas game. Of course, the Giants won. The Giants won. Yeah. All right. Happy New Year to you, Hammond, Indiana. Lawrence, what's happening? John, good to see you. All right, we got almost 20 people on. Real quick, you guys are jumping in. Angia. Josh, what's happening? The first lady of my life. Oh, Lord, my heart just jumped. Oh, skip the beat. Hey, Mrs. Wilson. Yep, we are on and we are ready to go. We are going to talk about augmented, how it's built, how we can use it, different things we can do with it. Today I'm playing my Ibanez. Beautiful guitars, the Benson model. Sounds really, really good. I love this guitar. I don't play it that often because I still got the paper on it. I had never taken off the bridge. But it's a great guitar and it resonates really well. Good to see everybody on. We have 20 people on. Please let me know and hit that like button. Smash that like. Hit that like button, because when you hit that like button, that means YouTube says, oh, they liking what Kevin is doing over there. Let's let some more folks know that he's on. Where you at? Talk to me. Okay, how many people are familiar with augmented chords and augmented scales? How many people are familiar with that? Okay. And a lot of times, people don't know how to. Wilson, Jay, what's happening? It's good to see you. A lot of people don't really understand. Hey, happy MLK Day, Sonia from Los Angeles, California. Good to see you on. People don't really understand the importance of knowing how to use an augmented chord or augmented scale. I use it so I can transition from one place to the other, or if I want to do a turnaround, if I want to use it over the 5, if I want to go to the 4, if I want to sound mysterious. Hey, Miss Minnie, good to see you. James from Winston-Salem. So we want to be able to take and use these augmented chords, so we'll be able to play different transitions, move into the 4, use it for the 5, use it for the 1. Man, I'm telling you, it's just a whole lot that we can do with this thing. So hang in there, because we're going to go over quite a bit of stuff tonight. And we'll also incorporate some of the stuff that we did on last week, how we went and used these diminished. So you can see how both of them will tie in. So you'll be able to use it and make your playing sound more melodic. And even when you start, hey, what's going on, Samuel? Even when you start to listen to music and you're learning music, you'll be able to hear these chords. It's, oh, that's an augmented chord they played there. Okay, so that way you don't even have to guess. Okay, I'm going to play this augmented chord. I heard it. It goes like this. This is how it's built. Makes your learning that much quicker. 24 people on. I'm so glad to see everybody. Happy MLK Day, everybody. I hope you celebrated with family, had a great time. Remember the reason we're celebrating the birthday, okay? All right, let's talk about augmented. And like I said, and in most of my videos, the augmented scale and chord is built off of the major scale. Everything is built off of the major scale. The major scale is the heartbeat. It's the nucleus. It's the fingers. It's the thumb. Rudy, what's happening? It's everything to music. So if you don't learn anything else, what you want to make sure that you learn is the major scale. The major scale is associated with numbers. Every note is associated with a number. Those numbers are intervals. They're to different chords. Like if you want to build a chord, you have intervals, and that's based off of those numbers, the spacing between. Hey Ed, was good to see you. James, good to see you. Those intervals are based around building chords. So you have the major scale, we have the numbers that's associated with them, we have the intervals, okay? And using all of that formula, you can build chords, okay? So the major triad is 1, 3, and 5. The minor is 1, flat 3, 5. Diminished, what we did last week, is 1, flat 3, and flat 5, okay? So this is all based off of the major scale, okay? So the augmented is what? Augmented is the first degree, the third degree, and the sharp fifth degree. So we have 1, 3, and sharp 5. And that will give you your augmented chord, okay? For example, let's do, y'all tell me what key y'all want to do today. What key do we want to work in today? Most of the time we do C and we do A. If that where y'all want to work today, everybody wants to do that? Okay, good. Make sure you go back and work on this, Dante, okay? You've been doing great too. What key do we want to work in today? Mainly we do E. You want to do E? Who else want E? A flat. Minnie says, come on, let's see who the majority is. We'll see. We got an E, A flat. We have a B. Jamarcus, what's happening? E, 2 E's. B flat, Lawrence. So we got B flat, B, E. So we got 2 E's. Come on. Somebody else. Come on, y'all. Come on, because we don't waste time. B flat, E. We have 3 E's, okay? There it is. E is fine. So E it is. So there it is. Sheila, good to see you. So if we were playing in the key of E, right? And we was playing a triad. That's our triad, right? 1, 3, and 5, right? Right? That is your triad. That's your first degree, third degree, and fifth degree. What note, Sam? We're going to do E right now. So what notes do we have? We have the E, right? Then we have the A flat, right? Then we have what? The B there. So those are the three notes that we have. If we was looking at the major scale, the 1, right? 3, right? And the 5. That's your degrees of the major scale. We have the 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5. Now, to play the augmented, we're going to raise the fifth degree. So instead of the 1, 3, 5, which is B, we're going to play the C. Okay, so we have, I'm sorry. Okay, so we got, that would make up your augmented chord. 1, 3, sharp 5. All right, write that down. Put that in the chat. I want to see everybody put 1, 3, sharp 5. 1, 3, sharp 5. 1, 3, sharp 5 is augmented. That's the formula for augmented chord. And it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you hanging out with us. It doesn't matter what key we play it in. Doesn't matter. We picked E, but it works anywhere. If it's A, it'd be 1, 3, sharp 5. Okay, so we have the A, C sharp, and the F. Right, there we go. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you. 1, 3, sharp 5. Thank you, Troy. Thanks, Jeff, James. Thank you. So it doesn't matter where we play those notes or put that formula. You put that formula together, we have the augmented. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Daddy Buck. Gibson 335. Nah, we're not talking guitars now, my friend. We're talking about the augmented chord and how we can use it, okay? So we have the 1, 3, sharp 5. And if we play it, it just sounds mysterious. See that? This is 1, 3, sharp 5. So 1, 3, sharp 5. 1, 3, sharp 5. 1, 3, sharp 5. Oh, you good. It's okay. Man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. 1, 3, sharp 5. 1, 3, sharp 5. Now, how can we use that? Because by itself, it just sounds, just like when you play in diminished. When you play a diminished, sounds mysterious. How do we use this? How do we make it make sense and make it musical? How I like to use the augmented chord is when I'm playing a 1 and I'm going to my 5, or I'm going 1 to my 4, moving forward and backwards, okay? Here's an example. We're in the key of E, right? Amazing Grace. See that? Oh. Then that 5. See that? See? And that's the 1, 3, sharp 5. So we have, for the 5 going, right? See how that worked? You see how that just playing that chord instead of playing a straight dominant 5, we can play. This is see that's pretty plain and simple, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. But if we want to add a little dramatics or dynamic to it, we'll play. Okay, so we played the E major, we played a B augmented chord, then we played another E major, then we played a flat or a G sharp augmented, and then went to the 4, which is the A. I'm using augmented. That's right. I'm using, Sheila, an augmented chord to go as a passing chord. Okay. Now, if you remember from last week, we talked about diminished chords. So you take that augmented chord, that 1, 3 sharp 5 augmented chord, and add that diminished with it. Good to see you. And add that diminished. You'll have a beautiful thing. Just the simple thing that we just did. We did that E, that B augmented, then back to the 1. Then we went to the G flat or G sharp or A flat augmented. Then we went to the 4, which is the A. Now we add that diminished, then back to the 1. Are you guys catching that? You see how simple. Good evening, Dwayne. Good to see you. You see how simple and how it changes the way we hear it and how it changes something plain into something dynamic, melodic. Check it out. Plain. There's no seasoning. Now we'll add augmented and diminish. Oh, excuse me. Okay, now the diminish, remember, we took the A triad and we raised that root note to make it diminish, because anytime you move the root, sharpen the root, and you leave the 3rd and 5th, it becomes a diminished chord to the next key. So now we have right? Oh. See that? Just by doing that little bit, just that little bit, it changed the whole perspective of a very simple chord progression. Real by adding the augmented and diminished. But we're focusing tonight mainly on augmented. I'm going to show you another little trick that I like to do with the augmented chord. A lot of times, and I heard Spanky use it quite a bit. Let me do this because my stuff is just going off, making noise, and it's irritating me. I don't know if it's irritating you, but it's irritating me. Let me do this real quick. All right, so we said that augmented is the 1, 3, and sharp 5. We have, right? Okay, hang on. It says, how does those diminished chords make you feel? I like diminished chords. They move really well within in transitions. Okay. All right. For the augmented, we have for this B augmented, right? Right. What I like to do with that augmented for the 5, if I'm playing and I go to the 1 to the 5, I can go. See that? Hey, Pastor Mike, good to see you. See how I did the slide? I did. And that's just taking each note, sliding it. So we got. Just that easy. Follow my webpage. Go to my website if you need more information. KevinWilsonGuitar.com, and you get all that information about boot camp and everything that's going on, Pastor. But yeah, it is. It looks easy because it is very easy. We're taking simple triads and placing, because placement is everything. Knowing a chord is great. Knowing how it's built is even better. But knowing how to place it is golden. It's priceless. Okay? By taking simple triads like the diminished and augmented minor, major chords, you can do everything with it. Just like we took that simple and I promise you, it's just so much more to be able to take an experiment and move these augmented and diminished chords around. You do this and you learn these things so you'll be able to have the freedom that you want on your instrument. You don't. A lot of times we hear musicians saying, "I'm in a box. I'm in a box. I'm in a box." You're in a box because you don't take the time to understand how these simple things and these simple formulas, these simple triads work. Everything is based off of the major scale and triads. And then you expand and you go into the major 7 and all of those different chords. And those are amazing. But a lot of times, if you're playing in a band situation, you have a bass player, keyboard player, drummer. You have all of these people playing with you. You really don't want to play these big, thick chords because sometimes it clashes with what else is going on. You have a keyboard player playing these cluster chords and an organ player playing these chords. So what I like to do is I like to play the triads. I like to play these augmented moves and just take it and move it. So by just moving it, it changes everything that's happening. Where they're playing those chords and they playing that, you playing that, they playing this, you playing, and everybody's looking like, oh, he killed it, he killed it, and all you did was play a simple augmented triad, or they playing and you playing, or hey Amy, Jerry, good to see you, First Lady, you playing those things. And it works. It works. Because you're out of the way of the other stuff that's going on. And you're holding your space. And you're making it humongous. Humongous. Hey, Daryl. Good to see you. By doing just that augmented stuff. Hey, what's going on, Charles? Good to see you. By playing simple augmented stuff. 1, 3, sharp 5. It's even sliding up. All of that stuff. All of that stuff. I cannot believe my phone is ringing. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, but evidently I don't. Hey, good to see you. Thank you for coming on. I like what you did with the slide. Yeah, with the slides. With the slides. All that. That's it. By doing that. So, questions. Anyone have any questions? And do you guys have your guitar with you? Are you playing along with me? It's easy stuff, but it's great stuff. See, I used it and then going to the 4. Just sliding. Playing that diminished, augmented. Sometimes I hum chords to remember it. That's good. Whatever works. Whatever works best for you. Because you want to be able to take and move this stuff. How do I decide on your placement? How do I decide on my placement? Experimenting by taking trial and error. Because I didn't start out just figuring out that worked, but I started to learn exactly how it works and saying, okay, this is the 5 triad, and then 1, just playing with it. See, by just messing with it. There's another way that I like to use it as well. Can I? Oh, absolutely. Let me try to do that real quick. How about that? Better? So here we go. We have the 1, the B augmented. Okay? On the 3. That's on the 5. Can you use it on the 3? I don't know. I'm sure that I could. I need to figure out how to place it on the 3. But let me do the close up for Lawrence. Lawrence wanted a close up on it. Okay. So if I was to play it, oh, I thought the E was a 3. No, E is 1. So here we go. Welcome, Mr. Red. So 1, 5. Oh, you know what, Charles? This would be the 3. That would be the 3. The A flat would be the 3. Okay, that's the 3 right there, and then to the 4. So it does work on the 3. 1, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5, 1. Yes, there is. Go to kevinwilsonguitar.com. I have a mini course with a lot of this stuff on there, okay? Thank you, Justin. So, Charles, that is over the 3. When I played it for that A flat or G sharp augmented, okay? 4, diminished, 5, or 1. That's the diminished again to the 6. Diminished transition, augmented transition. Great ways to use that. Now, there's another way that I like to use it as well. I'll play it, the 1, then I'll play, right? But what I'll do is I'll add a B flat. I'll add a B flat in the bass. So I'm playing just like I was telling Charles the 3, but I'll add the B flat on the bass and then go to the 4. So it'll sound like this. See that? Instead of just playing. See? That's another way I like to use it. And then here's the slide. The slide is, or yeah. But those are just scratching the surface. That's just scratching the surface. What I want you to do is I want you to get it under your fingers. That's the big thing. Get it up under your fingers. Get used to playing. You're welcome. You're welcome, Lawrence. Get used to playing it. Get used to working it, Minnie. Using that. Allow your ears to get used to hearing those chords in different places. Put them in there. Try them. Try them. Let me see. I can't think of a gospel song. Let me think about that, Sonia. I can't think of a. I'm trying to think of a song. Oh, I got one. Listen to let's see. See, there's a song by the Cantons. Oh shoot. Let me see. It's in my heart. It's in my heart. It's in my heart. I'm sorry. I couldn't think of the name of the song to save my life. But the Canton Spirituals, it's in my heart. Listen to that one. I know that they have that moving. They have that augmented chord in there. Because in the intro, Spanky played it. I've only used the augmented to play over the 5, but I'm going to try it in different places. Good, Rudy. Good. That's the thing is we get stuck a lot of times in comfort. We get comfortable just playing it over the 5, but we can play that augmented stuff everywhere. And then there's scales. There's different scales you can play, and there's just so much. But I wanted to come on and share that. Hey, Terry, I wanted to come on and share how to use this augmented so you would be able to use it in your playing. And when you heard it, you'll be able to say, oh, I know what they just played. Or when you're in church and the keyboard players is playing these moves and they go into these different chords, you'll be able to say, oh, okay, that's an augmented chord. I hear the sharp 5. And they say, oh, you know exactly what it is. Yeah, well, somebody say, what is that chord? That's an augmented chord. How is it built? It's a 1-3 sharp 5. Then you nailing it. Then you're nailing it. Then the other good thing is, because you know what these notes are and how it's built, you can use them everywhere. 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 So you're not just stuck with this shape. You have, long as you're using the 1-3 sharp 5, you can play any kind of shape, long as you're using that formula. Play it everywhere. You're welcome, Romarcus. Glad you enjoyed it, man. Glad you're enjoying it, for real. Use that stuff. Use this stuff. I'm gonna play this little clip that I played before we got started, so you actually be able to hear it. Like, use it. You know, when you go when you're in school and someone says, "Oh, your teacher teach you something," and they teach you a word, and they say, "Use it in a sentence." Well, I'm gonna use the augmented in a sentence. This is the early little clip I did when we was coming on. Check it out. Here we go. See, I was able to take that and use it in the sentence, so you'll be able to say, oh, that's how I could use it. That's how I can place it. See, Rudy, by doing that, and the video, I just kind of placed it in the 5, going to the 4, did a turnaround, came right back to it, and it worked. I'll play it one more time for you guys, okay? I remember these chords by using them. What do they say? When you have muscles or you're working out, if you don't use these muscles, you'll lose them. It turns into fat. Well, if you learn chords and you don't use them, you lose them. If you don't use them, you lose them. So take those movements and start incorporating them. Start using, force yourself if you have to, because in the beginning it's not going to be real comfortable. It won't be real comfortable for you. So just take the time to use these chords and move them around. And the more you use them, the more useful you'll find them. So you'll be able to do all the things that you hear in your head. And Rudy mentioned Spanky. You know, yeah, Spanky loved that kind of stuff. He loved using augmented, diminished, alternate chords and stuff. All right, let me read some of the comments. Hey, speak in terms of octaves, especially diminished. Yes, they do speak in terms of octaves. Absolutely. Hey, Vincent. Dunn, North Carolina, thank you for tuning in. Muscle memory, exactly right, Minnie. Exactly right. Listen, if you're catching this on replay, thank you for joining me. Please comment, because I like to go in and read the comments, and I like to reply to your comments. If you have any questions, please feel free to chime in. I love hearing from you. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that like button because YouTube likes it. They really do. They like when you guys are interactive with me, and they tell other folks so we can have a bigger family because you guys are my family. I'm glad to see all of you guys on every Monday. I enjoy that. I really do. I enjoy seeing each and every one of y'all. Look forward to you. Some of you guys, if you're not there, I'd be missing you. So, and don't be shy. Don't be shy. We are a very friendly bunch here. We do not allow anyone disrespecting. Everybody's on a level, different levels. You know, we don't all start out playing like Charles Branding and all these great guitar players and Rudy that's already on here. We all start as beginners, as I did, and you know, we learn. And this is what this channel is all about: being able to share information, useful information. A lot of times on YouTube, what you'll see is shredding. You'll see a lot of fast things, hybrid picking. And my thing is, if I don't know how to pick, how do I hybrid pick? You have to learn, you have to start from the beginning. So I want to be able to offer from people from the very beginning or absolute beginners all the way to advanced players, okay? Because we all can learn. And that's why I say we respect each other on here. If there's any disrespect, we block you and say, you know, we pray for you and hope things will get better so you'll be able to come back. But we don't allow any disrespect on the channel. So don't feel like, well, I can't ask that question because it may be a stupid question. The stupid question is the question not asked, okay? We have to ask to figure out what's what. There you go. You just commented. You looking for the comment section. You just did it. You just hit it. You got it. Okay. So I have some questions. What is the formula for augmented? Somebody told me what the formula is for augmented. Somebody write it in the comment section, okay? What is the formula? Come on, I'm waiting. We still got a few more minutes before I jump off here. So someone tell me how many folks I have on here. 42 people. Great. Rudy, 1-3 sharp 5. Great. Where can we use the augmented chord? There we go. Thank you, James. Where can we use it? Where can we use the augmented chord? Thank you, James. Thank you. We got James. There we go, Minnie. Thank you. Thank you, Minnie. I'm glad you're getting this, Minnie. I'm glad you're on every Monday. Vincent, thank you. 1-3 sharp 5. That's right. You can put the number sign for the sharp 5. You don't have to write it out. You can use it anywhere. Okay. Anywhere. Yeah. Good, Pastor Mike. Yes, Dwayne. Good. So we can use it anywhere? So can we use it? We can use it over the 3. Hey, what's going on? I'm glad you joined us, though. You're here. Over the 6? You can use it over the 6? Okay. Over the 5, Remarker said 4. Thank you, Herbie. Good to see, man, Herbie. Thank you for hanging in there. Lawrence, thank you. So we can use it over. I see the 5. I've seen the 6. I've seen the 4, the 3. Those are all great. But that's right. That's right. You're all right. You are all correct. You can use it everywhere. You can use it transitions. You can use it substituting. Yes, Sheila. Yes. So we had that's right, Kwame. That's right. We've had a lesson last week on diminished. We had a lesson this week on augmented. Okay? Next week, we're going to cover chord extensions. Okay? Next week, we're going to talk about chord extensions. And what each week what we'll do is we'll take and tie all of this stuff in together. Just like we did with the major, the diminished, and augmented. Yeah. We'll be able, that's good, Dante. I got you. I knew what you was talking about. Um, so we'll tie all of that stuff in. Next week we're going to talk about chord extensions, okay? And how that works, okay? But I want you to take the time to use this stuff, all right? Don't just sit in and say, "Oh, that sounds great." Use it. Take it and play. Just that quick. Real simple stuff. And we played augmented. We played a major triad. We played an augmented one, inverted one. Then we played A flat, G sharp, augmented, 4, A triad, B flat, diminished, 1. Oh, good. I'm glad you're coming back, Mike. Glad you're coming back. But yeah, just take and use that stuff. See? Simple, but effective placement. Simple, augmented. Simple, diminish. Don't allow anybody to say triads are boring. Oh, it's only a triad. Really? Try to play guitar without playing a triad. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. On your guitar journey, would you say learning about trial and error, understanding guitar? I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to go after this. I learned guitar backwards. Honestly, I learned guitar backwards. All right. What I did was I started playing and did not know what I was playing. I've told my story plenty times, but I learned guitar backwards. Honestly, I did. I learned to play, but I didn't learn what to play. So I didn't even know my notes. I didn't know my notes. I didn't have no clue. I think the first thing I learned was different places where, like C, D, E, A, G. I learned that stuff. And then I learned to play a lot of bar chords and stuff like that. That kind of stuff. So theory didn't come until later. But once I started to understand theory, I started using it and placing it and experimenting. And that gave me a broader outlook so I would be able to do all the things that you hear me play now. because I have an understanding of my fretboard. I learned my fretboard, and I learned placement, and I learned how chords are built and how they function. And I'm still learning, and I'm playing. When I play every day, I'm trying to grow and trying to do different things. And I make a lot of mistakes, but I learn from my mistakes. Sometimes I make a mistake. I say, "Oh, that's a mistake," but wow, listen how that sounds. Incredible, incredible. Okay, Rudy said, totally off the subject, but will be a musician summit this year? I've always wanted to attend. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look for information coming next week. Terrence, what's happening? Terrence Jones, good to see you, man. I hope all is well. Email me at info@kevinwilsonguitar.com, Terrence. Email me at info@kevinwilsonguitar.com. Or go to my website, Terrence. It's a lot of great stuff on my website, kevinwilsonguitar.com. Okay? Any more questions, comments? Yes, next week we will be doing... no, I'll see some of you tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. But next week is chord extensions. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, thank you, Sheila. I mean, you know what? Sometimes you need to be transparent. So, because people think you wake up with, or you're born with a guitar in your hand. I'm not. I wasn't. I was fired. I was kicked out of a recording session. I've been. Listen, if y'all knew my whole story, y'all be like, "Ooh, what? You get out of here." But yeah. So hang out. Use this stuff. Connect with one another too. Share with each other. But I do have a website, kevinwilsonguitar.com. Go there. There's a lot of great information. My YouTube channel, hang out with me. And I have some other social media platforms. I'm sure you guys know how to find me. Any more questions? Oh, thank you, James. I would love to get the thumbs up from everyone. Hit that button. Thank you, Rudy. Proud of what you're doing too. I'm following you on Instagram. I love the stuff that you're sharing. Love the stuff that you're sharing. It's great. I hear a lot of stuff from the boot camp. That means a lot. Any more questions, comments, concerns, anything of that nature? You know what? I said that we don't allow people to disrespect. You ended up being awarded the Order of Law. How did you know that? Sheila, how did you know that? And you ended up being awarded the order. How did you know that, Sheila? I did. I was awarded that some years ago. I think by the governor of North Carolina. The governor of North Carolina, I got that. Oh, you saw it on my wall. Okay. Yeah, some years ago, I had the honor of being awarded by the governor the Longleaf Pine Award, and it was truly an honor receiving that. But I didn't know. I guess I had it on here at one time on the wall. All right. But anyway, great. Any more questions? Questions. Thank you. See you next week, he said. Okay. Absolutely. Yes, Kwame, absolutely. Kwame, go to work. Man, that young man, he blew my mind tonight. You did. You did. You did. You did. You did. You did. All right. If all hearts and minds are clear, we are going to say we are out of here.